recording going? Welcome to Tree Gong Wisdom Council. I am your host, Kira Lani, and I am so excited to bring ancient wisdom from some of our ancestral beings who have been on this planet since before the time of Jesus. Can you imagine talking to someone who was here when Jesus walked the earth? Well, that's what I invite you in for today. Welcome, welcome. It is such an honor to bring you ancient wisdom from the forests right here on EWN, One with the Earth, live on Facebook and over on YouTube. And today I have a very special invitation for you if you're watching me live and you would like to come and connect here on Zoom with me. The link is right there in the description of the video. So come on in or just watch me out there live. Let me know you're here and help me out today and share this out to your pages and groups. And let's get this party started. The friend that you see behind me is a 5,000 plus year old bristlecone pine that lives in Inyo National Forest in California. Or this one might be across the border in Nevada. There's an ancient grove of these bristlecone pines there in the mountains that border California and Nevada, here in the west of the United States. I have not been to visit these trees yet. One of these trees is named Methuselah because it was known as the oldest living individual tree. Now this one pictured behind me may or may not be the actual oldest bristlecone, because these trees are protected by anonymity. So they don't actually tell us which one they determined to be the oldest. But we know that this grove of trees, this entire grove of trees, has been around for thousands of years. Not just that the grove has been here for thousands of years, but each individual tree, or many of these, the oldest of the living trees, have been here as individual trees for well over 4,000 years, and some of them more than 5,000 years. Pretty amazing, right? So what I thought we could do today is share with you a few of the most ancient organisms on the planet, and including this bristlecone pine that you see behind me. I'm going to do it by way of screen share. And as we encounter each one of these trees, I invite you to connect with them. So before I bring them up on screen, I invite you to connect to your roots. Place your feet on the floor and come into an awareness of your physical body. Bring your awareness to your breath and breathe all the way down into the soles of your feet. And as you exhale, imagine roots are growing from the soles of your feet, from the core of your pelvis, deep down into the earth, as deep as you are tall and as wide as your arms would spread if you opened them. And now bring extra awareness into this connection that you have to the earth. Breathing into your roots and breathing connection from your roots to the earth. Each inhale, breathing in healing earth energy. And each exhale, offering your love and gratitude back to the amazing organism that is the planet Earth, that sustains all the life that we know in this lifetime. And now begin to imagine that you can feel the roots of the other friends who are watching with you. Feeling the roots of the light workers, the healers, the mystics, the druids, connecting and communicating with each other around the planet. And now feel that you are connecting to the ancient beings of the tree people. Maybe there's a tree that you like to visit in your neighborhood who may be hundreds of years old or even thousands. Maybe you're lucky enough to live next to one of these ancient beings, thousands of years old. Maybe you recognize that the forest that you live nearby is thousands of years old, and you can feel the ancient wisdom in the roots of the trees. Even when the trees pass from their bodies, they send their wisdom, their consciousness, their life force through the roots into their family community. Can you feel this well of nourishment that's in the earth, this network of communication, the beauteous balance of life that the trees bring? I invite you to stay in awareness of this connection as I take you on a journey to meet several amazing wisdom beings that have lived for thousands of years and still live on our planet. So keep feeling your roots. I'm feeling a tingling in my roots, like a tingling of anticipation, as if the trees are awakening to this new activity in their network of communication, this new sense of all of these curious beings, these curious two-legged beings that are wanting to receive their wisdom. So I've put some of these beauties into a PowerPoint presentation to share with you. First, we're going to visit this beauty, Gran Abuelo, which means great grandfather. Gran Abuelo lives in Chile in South America, and he is a 3,600-year-old cypress. So tune in with your etheric branches as you continue to connect through your roots. And soften your gaze as you view this majestic beauty growing in the rainforest of Chile, stretching up to the heavens, and residing in this beautiful forest, watching new trees come and go for over 3,000 years. And as we drop into connection with Gran Abuelo, I invite Gran Abuelo to speak through me. Gran Abuelo, ¿qué quieres la gente saber. What would you like the people to know? Hmm. Gran Abuelo has an amazing, joyful wisdom about him. He is showing me a dancing and playful nature, as if he were a giant carnival performer. That's actually what he's showing me. He is inviting you to express your true nature fully through joy of being. And he wants you to know that all you need to live your full life is right here with you. It is inside of your heart. It is inside of your creative gifts. It is in your network of family and friends. Gran Abuelo invites you into a joyous dance of life. Can you hear the music of the universe stimulating the blood in your veins? Can you feel the heartbeat of the earth? Gran Abuelo invites you to put on your finery. He's showing me like displaying your plumage like a beautiful bird in a mating dance. Put on your finery. Put on your finest aura of being. Gran Abuelo wants you to know that your finery does not need to be made of silk or brocade. Your glorious finery is what grows from you, what is birthed through you, and what you are carrying through the trials of life. You become more resilient, you become more beautiful, you become more useful is what I'm getting. And Gran Abuelo wants you to know that what you think is useful is not necessarily what is useful, because remember, as humans live and die, the earth perseveres. The earth's beauty is nourishment to the spirit. So Gran Abuelo is inviting you to get back to simplicity, to what is simple, to recognizing the true wealth that you already have in your life, no matter where you are. What a beautiful message. I feel like I could sit here and dance and play with Gran Abuelo for decades, for eons. I can feel how by claiming that joyful celebration of life in each and every day, this 3,600-year-old cypress is still youthful. Next, we're going to drop in. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you got, how do I go back? If you got something special from Gran Abuelo. And now we're going to drop in with Sarvei Abarco in Iran, in the ancient land of Persia, the birthplace of our world religions, or very near to, grows this 4,500-year-old cypress that may have seen the advent of the Hebrew peoples that created the biblical texts that are so prevalent in our modern world. This 4,500-year-old cypress has seen so much of humanity passing struggles and strife, wartime and peace. This amazing being is already showing me a perseverance and a recognition of the perseverance of humanity and the perseverance of life. And I'm hearing from this cypress, take refuge under my branches. I am here to be a place of refuge for all life. I will give of what I have as long as I am here. Living and dying are just one and the same. Now, this tree is also showing me that he witnessed a rising and falling of great floodwaters, a purging of fires, and this tree wants you to know that what you carry is this level of resilience. And when you allow yourself to tap into the true resilience at your core, when you're able to stay connected to your roots and draw nourishment from the infinite source of that which is all around you, you also can witness the rise and fall of civilization. The essential nature of your being is infinite. You are as me, says this tree. Taking a moment for you to receive any wisdom that Sarvei Abarco has directly for you. Now moving on to, I always struggle with how to pronounce these Welsh words, so if you are Welsh, feel free to send me a voice recording and tell me how to really pronounce this word. I will just struggle along. Langerneuch in Wales is a 4,000 to 5,000 year old yew tree. So yew is often what has been used in bows, in archery. And this amazing being has witnessed the has witnessed war's birth. This tree is showing me, sorry, I'm stumbling over the words. This tree is showing me elven and fairy peoples. This tree is showing me a time when humanity was not the prevalent two-legged being in its forests. This tree is showing me the time, how this tree witnessed the time when humanity squelched the magic peoples as the rise of stone and weaponry and castles and farms took over this beautiful land of Wales. And this tree wants you to know that these magical realms are still available to you if you allow yourself to grow quiet and to leave behind your weaponry, your steel, and your armor, to peel back the layers of your energetic armor even, and bare your soul to the tree people. They will reveal themselves to you. You are invited to explore a whole nother dimension of reality whenever you so choose. Take a moment now to drop in deeply with this beautiful, ancient yew tree and see what wisdom she may have for you. And now we're going to talk about a different kind of ancient organism. Old Tycho in Sweden is a 9,500-year-old Norway spruce. You may wonder why this tree is so scrawny if it's that old, when all the other 4,000 to 5,000-year-old trees that we looked at were much larger. Now, this trunk is only a few hundred years old. The 9,500-year-old organism lies underneath the earth. What is amazing about colony trees is they will grow for tens of thousands of years and just send up new trunks that are all part of one organism. If you look at each of the trees, they are an exact clone of each other. That's how we know that this is one giant organism. So as you connect with the Norway spruce, connect with the ancient wisdom in its roots. It's almost like this trunk is just the way that the ancient spruce peeks up to look at the world from its ancient root body under the earth. There's a really deep quiet in this tree. It's not as talkative as some of the trees that I've met. It's speaking more to connecting to the heartbeat of the earth, connecting to your heartbeat and what is stirring deep within you, and taking your time allowing it to grow forth from you. What do you get when you gaze at this ancient Norway spruce? Now, I love this one because it doesn't even look like a tree, much less a 13,000-year-old oak. But this Jerupa is in California is similar to the ancient spruce in Norway, or the Norway spruce in Sweden. It is 13,000 years old under its roots, and every one of these little scrubby oaks is a clone. And when I gaze upon this image, I can feel the sleeping dragon under. This is like the expression of a sleeping dragon, this Jerupa, this Jerupa, this 13,000-year-old oak. Can you feel that sleeping dragon energy, the dragon under the earth, coiled up in the roots of this tree? This dragon is just waiting for its opportunity to rise again. What is sleeping within you? What needs more time to germinate? And what is ready to rise from the ashes of your past and be expressed through the branches of your future? And now we come to Pondo in Utah. This 80,000-year-old quaking aspen looks like many trees, but each one of these has identical genetics and is connected to the massive, ancient, 80,000-year-old root system beneath the surface. So when the aspen quakes, it is speaking with one voice. What does the aspen say to you? I'm hearing them singing like a choir, singing ancient music, celebrating birth, death, rebirth, new life. They want us to remember how precious each and every baby bird is, each and every rising sun, each and every mouthful of food or water that passes your lips. Honor with reverence. And now I forgot to put the bristlecone pine in my presentation. So let's take a moment. I'm going to kind of fade into the background. Let's see if I can do this. So we can take a moment to connect with this 5,000 plus year old being from California. Right now, the West is on fire, and this tree has seen many fires pass through its woods, burning all around. And this tree wants you to know that when you pass through the fire, when you are tempered by the flames of life, you not only do you emerge stronger, you emerge more beautiful, more unique, and more prepared for what life is bringing your way. So this bristlecone pine would like to invite you to fearlessly walk through the flames, coming through reborn as who you truly are, with your true colors revealed, fused into a new form, and let that new life spring from you with ease and grace. I hope you enjoyed today's journey. Let's close our circle now. Come back into the feeling of connection with the roots, connection with the tree council wisdom beings, connection with the collective of healers and light workers, of sages and mages, of mystics and spiritual gurus, druids and fairies. And take a moment with your breath to receive fully the gift that you are, the gift that you bring, the gift of life that you are honored to carry in this body. And gather in the gift that it has been to share space here together today. Receive it fully into your heart and carry it with you wherever the wind may blow you. I will be here on Enlightened World Network's EWN One with the Earth every Thursday at 2 p.m. Next week, we will be entering the portal of angel communication with the beautiful Rachel Cooley. And the following week, we'll have another Tree Gong Wisdom Council adventure for you. Thank you so much to Enlightened World Network for hosting such an amazing uprising of light workers changing the world, connecting back to the earth to transform together into who we already are. I hope you watch all the other amazing presenters on EWN One with the Earth and all of the Enlightened World Network channels. And come on over and follow me on Kira Lani Tree Gong Healer on Facebook, YouTube, and Tree Gong Healer on Instagram and Twitter. I am honored to be of service to the greatest good of all. You deserve all the love.